President should fire Mkhunu with immediate effect. Mkhunu came with a baggage. He's not old in the job. He's very new, but already tainted. This is a man who went to that institution to go and do wrong things. You want our people to have confidence again in the police. You have to fire the executive authority and then put order. If there are generals that have misbehaved, the national commissioner should act on those generals. And then we start dealing with crime. The role of the police is to deal with crime, not to connive with criminals. ANC will become something else, something that they know. But this is not the ANC they know. This is a criminal cartel. This is an organization that is there stealing the resources of the masses of our people. We're standing here and we're asking ourselves how much was stolen here. Because you know, every time they see funerals of this magnitude, or funerals that are declared state funerals, that's where they see an opportunity to loot. I refuse to be part of that syndicate. I want to be on the side of the people.
What can you tell? Rent is what is estimated here. You know your comrades. They will always find any opportunity to steal. I'm already worried because we're heading to the elections now. If history is anything to go by, oh my goodness. The 700 million rand that's estimated is going to go to the pockets of some politicians.
In the same letter I've written to Brigalia, I quote a philosopher, it is Hegel, the German. History teaches so many things, but history also teaches that human beings learn nothing from history. The 700, people stole from funds which were kept for Mandela's funeral. Do you understand what is happening?
COVID-19.
People would steal money from COVID. People steal money from Esudumeni, the hospitals. They'll steal money from schools. Things are falling apart. That's why I say this center is not holding. We've got to hold this country together. So this 700, there must be an accounting system away from government, because remember, the cause of these problems, a lot of people, many good men and women inside this government, but there are people who are sitting there, known thieves, or suspected ones, or unknown ones. You need a proper, independent accounting mechanism so that we can talk about cost cutting, cost control, cost containment, insofar as this dialogue is concerned. Otherwise, we can end up with not just a chicken egg, but with a huge ostrich egg in our face. And if this one fails, God save us all. Because then the dialogue of the streets will take place. We've seen that. I'm not threatening, I'm just observing. I'm scared of the dialogue of the streets, because it comes with pangas, with guns, with lawlessness. July, it showed us. It was just an exercise, just a small indicator, and things have gone worse. Therefore, if we are not mindful about what can be the outcome if this dialogue doesn't go well, then we have learned nothing from history.
Well, President should fire Mkhunu with immediate effect. Mkhunu came with a baggage. He's not old in the job. He's very new, but already tainted. This is a man who went to that institution to go and do wrong things. You want our people to have confidence again in the police. You have to fire the executive authority and then put order. If there are generals that have misbehaved, the national commissioner should act on those generals. And then we start dealing with crime. The role of the police is to deal with crime, not to connive with criminals. You must remove the Minister of Police to install the confidence of the people.
Amongst various political parties, And I guess that is why some of the members of other political parties are here today, including Julius Malema and General Bantu Holomisa, not so much to come and make sure that he's gone, but to make sure that they come and pay their own tribute to him. So Julius Malema atlelamo hotlisa matata utlietsimo to come and pay his tribute, and we thank him for that. And General Holomisa akazanga la ukuzothi point of order, Madam Speaker. In all his roles, DD will become something else, something that they know. But this is not the ANC they know. This is a criminal cartel. This is an organization that is there stealing the resources of the masses of our people. We're standing here and we're asking ourselves how much was stolen here. Because you know, every time they see funerals of this magnitude, or funerals that are declared state funerals, that's where they see an opportunity to loot. I refuse to be part of that syndicate. I want to be on the side of the people. ANC will become something else, something that they know. But this is not the ANC they know. This is a criminal cartel. This is an organization that is there stealing the resources of the masses of our people. We're standing here and we're asking ourselves how much was stolen here. Because you know, every time they see funerals of this magnitude, or funerals that are declared state funerals, that's where they see an opportunity to loot. I refuse to be part of that syndicate. I want to be on the side of the people. What can you tell?
Julius Malema, the economic freedom fighter, president, CIC, respond to the explosion that happened in KZN when Mkhwanazi called a media briefing. It was explosion because the country up to today, all the corrupt are running with their heads down. And a lot of people have been having questions as to why Malema is not responding to this. You know, at some point, people, they quickly forget. Malema has been complaining about this. He even suggested that this guy, Mkhwanazi, should be either a minister of police or a head of the Department of Police. But a lot of people were against that. They didn't listen because Malema has got this kind of giraffe view to see things before they happen. He has been talking about this corruption that is in the judiciary, in the police, ANC, everywhere where they steal money, and he used to talk about it. But as much as people were not paying attention, now that the explosion has happened, that NHLANHLA MKHWANAZI has named names of people, and the unit that was closed, that was looking into the killings of politicians and traditional healers, and traditional leaders. The unit that was meant to work on the killings of politicians, traditional leaders, but it was disbanded. And Fanny Masimura say he never signed any letter or what to disband that unit. And the corruption that has been going on, it has been too much. And Malema was talking about it, but nobody could listen. But now when he is quiet, everybody is saying, oh, where is Malema? Is he implicated in this saga of this corruption that is there? As NHLANHLA MKHWANAZI said, some of the politicians are involved in this. They are in parliament. as he was delivering that press conference. So it is very strange when people, they want the leader of the organization that they say is dead, but they still want the view or the views, what is their views as to what is happening. Another thing Malema he talked about if you are in government or the president with your cabinet, you bring all the maps of all the bridges, infrastructure, you name them, to know the lifespan of those things. Now pipes of water are busting. He talked about, but now you'll expect Malema to go again and talk about this. He talked about this thing long time ago, that if you're in government, you're serious in government, you want everything to be in order. You have to know the lifespan of the overhead bridges, infrastructure, everything. Because you want to prevent the accident whereby it will be like disaster. Maybe a bridge has fallen and it has killed a lot of people. He has talked about all these things. But when they start to happen, people will start to say, oh, where's Malema? Why is he not talking now and tell us what is his views about this? Same thing with this Mkhwanazi thing. He's been congratulating Mkhwanazi that he's doing a good job. I will quote Malema. At some point he said, if any criminal take a gun to a police, that police must shoot to kill. Those were Malema's words. But now that he's been quiet, people are wondering why he's quiet. Why you wonder? Because you guys have called this EFF a dead political party with 9%. But when there are problems, you run to that one. You want to know their views. And most people, when they have problems in their workplace, they run to the offices of the EFF. Even if they don't vote for them, they still get help. And they turn their back against that organization, the same organization that is helping them. So I just feel for people when they always want Malema to say something, because his voice, when he opens his mouth, he says a lot of things, and he sees things coming. I want to touch another thing about Tokyo Sewale. Tokyo, he was with Clement Manyatela about this stealing of public funds, the ANC, because they are thieves. A lot of them are thieves. Tokyo Sewale compare with Julius Malema that ANC is full of thieves. They even stole money for the funeral of Mandela, COVID, money for hospitals. He even emphasized all those kind of things. Family, what do you think? Do you think Malema is fit to run the government, or you guys, you still want to continue electing thieves to the office? If then that is it, let it be. But a lot of South Africans, more especially the black people, the day Malema is no more in this world, most people will cry, crocodile tears, when they fail to do the right thing, just to sound their voice with a vote and give it to the EFF so that they can achieve what the little the EFF is doing now. How much more when they're in power? An organization that is got an office, it doesn't work under the tree. So I just don't get it. They own it. They're not renting it. All things that they're doing them accordingly. But you still guys want to tell us that, oh, the EFF is that. Asivule namehlo. Let us not be told by other people that an apple is an orange. Because every time they tell this repeatedly, we will start to believe. Because now this Matlala thing, it has started now to blow out and say, oh, Malema is related, wife is what. It's because elections are getting closer. A lot of people will be throwing a lot of tantrums to the EFF because they are scared that if EFF can be close to power, it will do what they say they will do. That is the problem. So we are not worried about people who are always saying, oh, EFF is a cult, it's what it is. I'm happy that the EFF is not giving any attention to Floyd Shivambu, and they are letting him do whatever he wants to do. They don't have time to respond to anything that he's saying because they understand the weight of responding to somebody. You are giving them more airtime, then it will be more into news, and it's when they will get steam. I am very happy with that. Because when you analyze that every time Floyd stand up in the podium, he will never finish his speech without using the EFF or say bad things about the EFF, calling it a cult and all this kind of things. But I'm happy that they are not responding, and he will end up finding himself alone. What do you think, family? Drop your comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What is your opinion? Drop it, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bravo, bravo, bravo.